What's up, real chefs? ¿Cómo estaba? How are you? This is Reina, and today we'll be making fried pork chops. Stay tuned. So, chef, you see me mixing all my blended spices. We have about a tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, Maggi or chicken bouillon powder, and black pepper. We also have a teaspoon of rosemary, a teaspoon of sage. That's all the spices, and I'm using this for 4 pork chops, which is about a pound of. So now you see me mixing up half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and 2 teaspoons of sage and black pepper. So now we have the 4 pork chops, and what I did was rub both sides with that spice blend that I showed you earlier, and now I'm just letting them cook on both sides for 3 minutes. What we're going to do next, we're going to add about 16 ounces of water, and the reason the water is green is because it came from that same bowl that I mixed it in. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that reduce, the water reduce, and make sure that like the flavors like get in the meat, and like the meat is gonna be nice and soft and like nice and juicy, because you don't want any like hard pork chops. So now we have the pork chops. They're boiled. They have a little bit of flavor, and they're gonna be nice and juicy when we put them in. So now we're gonna batter them, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take the flour, put them in the flour. Here's some flour right here. I'm just gonna dip it in. And the flour is already been seasoned. We're gonna make sure it's all floured. Right here, just make sure all of it gets floured, every little crevice. Okay, that one is all good, so we're gonna put it on this plate. For the ones that are floured, we're going to do the next one. We're going to make sure it's all covered. We're going to get all the little cracks and crevices. And after I boiled the water, I was only boiling the water for the meat for about 5 minutes, because you don't want it to be too chewy. And we're not gonna fry it for very long, so it won't get overcooked. And I took this one, I'm gonna double dip it again, both sides, to make sure that it gets coating, because sometimes when you put it in the oil, all the flour falls off the oil, so we're gonna make sure it's well coated. So we're just gonna do all 4 of them. Gonna make sure it's well coated. I'm gonna get every crevice of this one. So yeah, it looks like this one is good. I'm gonna shake off the excess, and let's just put this on the plate, on the done plate. Now we're gonna do this one. This one is a little bit crazy, as you can see, it's a little bit crazy. We're gonna make sure it's all coated. It's well coated. We're gonna pat it, then dust it off. Get all the little cracks and the nooks and stuff like that, all the nooks and crannies. And we're gonna dust off of the excess. So now we have some oil. It's about 1.5 cups of oil, and we're gonna just go ahead. Let me make sure it's warm. We're gonna put it at about medium high, 6 or like a 5. I mean a 6 or a 7 on your stove if you got like a numbered stove. And we're just gonna take some flour. We're gonna drop it in, see if it's like cooked, and it didn't bubble up. So we're gonna wait until it's nice and the oil is nice and hot. So my oil is nice and hot, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the oil. I'm gonna dust it off a little bit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in. And I'm just gonna pour some oil on the top so it can start cooking fast. It can cook faster. And I have the first one. And as you can see, it's nice and golden brown. And it's not like super coated, but that's okay. And we're gonna make sure this one gets all nice and golden brown as well. I wish you guys were in here to smell it. It smells so good in here. So here is the final product, and I hope you try this recipe at home, and I hope it turns out great for you. And from the time that it took for me to like make the seasoning and like lather all and rub them all with seasoning to boiling them and then to finally frying the last one was about 45 minutes. So this is like a pretty quick meal, and I hope you enjoy it with your family, and let me know what you think of it. So please like this video and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications, and please follow me on Instagram. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.